you've trained in professional property investment, you'll have been told that it's important to find investors to fund your property deals. This is because unless you're also a high net worth individual or a developer with many deals you've already exited profitably, the money for your projects will quickly run out, leaving you stuck and unable to grow your business. When I first heard this, the advice that was given alongside was to find rich people by going to the places they hang out, such as flying clubs, elite networking events and charity balls. But after following this advice and having had several frustrating encounters with the wealthy people I found there, I formed another conclusion, which is that you should definitely not aim to hang out with rich people, because rich people are just people, good, bad and indifferent, clueless and selfish, kind or mean-spirited, arrogant know-it-alls or curious and open, and you should always apply the same high standards to wealthy people that you would to all your friends and business associates. Only then will you find your gold. Perhaps you've heard the quote, "Your network is your net worth." Or if you haven't, perhaps you've heard another by the motivational speaker Jim Rohn, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." I don't think these words of wisdom are telling us to ditch our poorer friends and family members and only hang out with wealthy people instead. Of course, it's great to have successful people to turn to for advice, support and money for our business or projects, but value in any relationship has to work for both sides. If you're poor in monetary terms and looking for cash-rich investors, there's certainly plenty you can offer them. Opportunities, deals, expertise, integrity, effort, humour, availability, charm, insights, good company and great conversation. The list is endless. But they have to value what you're offering for it to work. If all they care about is money and you don't have it, guess what? No matter how much you're offering to them, the door will be closed in your face. Many wealthy people, because they're just people like the rest of us, are empty and afraid. In fact, sometimes they're rich simply because they've not been able to find a better way to deal with their pain. And empty and afraid people have nothing to offer anyone else, no matter what their financial resource or status in life. If we have a goal of becoming wealthy ourselves, we should always care more about the value we're creating for others rather than the wealth itself, which is an inevitable byproduct of value. So as well as asking ourselves how we can create value for others, we also need to ask, what are we really chasing? The Ferraris and designer handbags are toys, nice to have, but no substitute for a meaningful life and the close, intimate relationships we all crave. When we don't have much, we may ache at times to have luxuries we don't have to think twice about purchasing, but even an endless supply won't make us happy if we haven't learnt how to use our wealth for its true purpose, to create freedom and love in our lives. Let's revisit our 2 quotes in the light of this. Your network is your net worth, and you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you agree with my premise that the ultimate goal of wealth is to create a life filled with love and freedom, your network should evolve to reflect this. As with everything you do, you need to start with the end in mind. Cultivate relationships with like-minded people who possess a generosity of spirit and who are using their wealth to make the world a more loving place. If you don't already move in circles that give you physical access to such people, you'll usually be able to receive their knowledge and wisdom cheaply or even for free through books, education and social media. Improve yourself continuously. Learn to think the way they do, and when the time is right and the opportunity arises, you'll be in the right place to build these real-world connections too. Never tell yourself someone like you can't move in these exalted circles. We don't need a whole room full of successful, connected people to be our friends. Like a husband or wife, we only need one to make a big difference to us. Be patient. Someone who is the right kind of person to take us to the next level will have friends who are similar to them. The right type of person will probably not have set out to build wealth alone, as these type of people, as discussed, only value people who are rich too. Rather, they probably set out to build an exciting business or life that made a difference to many and therefore generated wealth for them as its creator. For someone like this, it's the quality of the relationship that counts. Be clear about the value you are bringing to them. How can you help this person fulfill their purpose? How can you demonstrate you're someone with next level integrity too? Remember, to attract a certain type of person to you, you have to be that person first. If you're into the concept of wealth creation and business success, You should realise that not everyone who has something to offer you will have money. However much of a priority it is to us, wealth creation is not part of everyone's value system. Remember, we still need a powerful home team. Lots of people don't have much materially, but they still belong in your home team if they have abundance in a different area of their lives. If they have the 3 Ps, passion, purpose and positivity, we should let that attitude and spirit inspire us. Let them remind us that whether we're rich, poor or in between, we can always be the best version of ourselves. Remember, the best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. Never settle for second best when it comes to relationships. My name is Jane Baylor and I'd like to welcome you to my video series for entrepreneurs like you who want to be the very best and most successful versions of yourselves. I've spent many years on the front line of business relationships, and I know that this path starts with you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment, which I promise I'll read. If you've got ideas for other topics you'd like me to address in my series, please suggest them here, as I want to create incredible value for you. Thank you for watching. I'm so excited to have you on board.